Right. BpsRps, we're live. 6:23:21. Um, welcome, welcome. It was a great day to be a Phillies fan. Joe Girardi, he just continuously embarrassed himself, the organization, his family name. Joe, if you're watching, do everybody a favor and quit, retire. Yeah, it's really not even him. The players, the development. They they have to win now. They're built to win now, but they don't have the players in the minor leagues to trade to get players to help now. And they can't rebuild because they're going to trade. Who's going to take on their contracts? So they're about 15 years from contention. I've accepted that. So now I'm a happy Phillies fan because I've accepted that losing will be a part of their team and organization for the next 15 years. So good stuff, you know. Couple congratulations. Obi-Wan put out a dynamite Tommy Glavine piece that was just revealed less than an hour ago. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Phenomenal piece. Scotty had an awesome break last night for Father's Day celebration. Good time. I was sleeping when they did the break, but that was really cool of him. Paul got an autograph back from Black Widow something or other with a personalized letter. So good stuff going on. Um, Today in baseball, saw something pretty awesome. Thanks to Obi for letting me know about this. Babe Ruth, he started a game. He walked the leadoff man, and the umpire didn't. He didn't agree with the umpire's call, so he punched the umpire in the face. He was erected, of course, for the rest of the game. Then another amazing thing: Ernie Shore relieved them. The guy who walked was caught stealing, and then Ernie Shore retired all 26 men he faced. So it was a perfect game for Ernie Shore. So Babe Ruth is consistently making the people around him better. I think if more, I don't condone violence in any sort, but I think if more players punch umpires in the face, there'd be less controversial calls, less need for, Max Scherzer and Sergio Romo taking their clothes off in the middle of the ballpark. You don't go to the ballpark to see people disrobe. You go to the ballpark to see a baseball game. So I think maybe they should, like Scherzer should, after the first time, he should have punched the ump in the face, punched Girardi in the face, and it wouldn't have happened again. Sometimes the harshest lessons are the ones most remembered. And this is no way of me condoning violence because I'm not a violent person. I'm a runner, not a fighter. But sometimes you gotta. Steve Lyons, he's the only person who can take his pants off in the baseball game, not Max Scherzer. They inspected Shohei Ohtani, if I'm saying his name right, and he was very gracious with the umpires. He was like laughing with him. He probably offered to I don't know, babysit one of their kids. He was very, very kind. And then the game moved on. But I can't blame Scherzer or Romo. I blame Girardi. This whole mess is because of Girardi. And I'm going to issue a challenge. Joe Girardi, retire. I don't know what kind of challenge I'm going to issue, but just please retire. So let's see what we got. What else happened today in baseball? I see King M harding it up on Twitter. Welcome, welcome. George Steinbrenner fired Billy Martin for the 5th time, replacing him with Lou Piniella. We said last night when we got a Lou Piniella card, he replaced Billy Martin. That was a horrible day for baseball. Horrible day. But nothing upstages Babe Ruth. So we're going to look into the Babe Ruth cards. Maybe have a pack of them laying around. They should. I don't know what the hell's wrong with baseball. The goal here, we got to get back to goals. The goal here is a Babe Ruth, prophylactic relic, of course. If he used them, if he did, we hope to get one. And maybe a card commemorating when he punched the umpire in the face. Babe Ruth ready to stroke at Fenway Park. All right. So if he's stroking at Fenway, maybe we'll get the prophylactic next. It's a precursor, if you will. Quotables. Never let the fear of striking out get in your way. See? He's telling the kid this. Babe Ruth was an admirable role model. Babe Ruth, he had a career fielding percentage of 968. I don't know if that's good, but for them to put it on here might be good. Babe Ruth, a fit-looking Ruth at spring training in 1926. This was 9 years after he punched the umpire in the face. And then this is Babe Ruth with a chimpanzee, I'm sorry, Ruth and Mike the chimpanzee. I don't know, King M, Obi, if there's any relation to Mike, because you have the same first name as Babe Ruth's buddy here. So, you guys, awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. Babe Ruth loved everybody. People, animals. Babe Ruth, awesome dude. Trivia tonight. Looking for, I don't see it. We still got the Dooku Cano. Jay Bruce is a winner. Pat Burrell, he's a winner too in other areas. We got a conglomeration of some top cards. We got Dylan Carlson, rookie, retro. Fernando Tatis, rookie, well, not a rookie, retro. Shogo Akiyama, monkey. So theoretically, then, Obi said on YouTube that according to Danny Darwin, the famed scientist turned Astros pitcher and Texas Ranger pitcher, you guys are descendants of a monkey. So you guys touch greatness by having Babe Ruth hold one of your ancestors. Bieber, Garcia, Mountcastle rookie, and Reed Detmers, Andy Reed's son. They have the same first and last name going on there. Reed Detmers was named after Coy and Ty Detmer and Andy Reed. Crazy stuff going on in that Eagles organization before Doug Peterson cleaned it up. Trivia question. What was the name of Babe Ruth's monkey? Friend. Don't type the answer, read it, please. 88 tops. Danny Darwin is the goal. Bo Jackson. The gum is only split in half. No, it's thirds. 2 pieces. Okay. Dickie Knowles, former Philly. Oh, former Cub. Says now with the Tigers. He was traded by the Cubs to the Tigers for a player to be named later, as this card was going to press. You never see that on a card. They never talk about real life on cards. That's pretty amazing. Andres Galarraga, the big cat. Good player. Only player to have 40 home runs for back-to-back years for 2 different teams. Braves and the Rockies, 2 of Obi's favorites. First time in history, both teams had 3-run home run and a grand slam by both teams in the same game. You know the Phillies want to be involved in something like that, and of course, coming out in the losing end. They're always part of that trivia, like obscure trivia, and they're always on the losing end. Except when Mike Schmidt hit his 500th home run, they won the game. That's the only time I could think of something. David Cone, lewd behavior man. It's a good pitcher. Love these all-star cards. The Matt Noakes harkens back to old school era. Matt Noakes had about a couple good years, like 30 home runs. Doesn't say how many he hit last year. Maybe he hit 22. Dan Quisenberry, the quiz, the answer, the precursor to Allen Iverson. Good closer for the Royals. Andres Thomas, he was a Topps All-Star rookie in '87. I think he was a good defensive player. I don't think he couldn't hit his way out of a paper bag. 11 career home runs. Stan Clark, I've never seen this card before. Stanley Clark, he's a base player. Yeah, I think he is a bass player. So Stanley Clark has to go in the music page with Mike Jackson, Jerry Reed, Jim Morrison. Sean Hilligus and Jack Clark advertisement. Bob Rogers, Expos manager. I wonder if he was Buck Rogers in real life. Like, really, there's really a manager that was known as Buck Rogers, and he wasn't from the 22nd century or something. Bob Rogers was a jobber. Rick Sutcliffe was a Cy Young in '84. He had a good year that year. Can't read them here. All good, Obi. Obi switched from YouTube to Twitter. That's why we have the different platforms. Still working with OnlyFans to make sure that I can go on OnlyFans at the same time I can use these other platforms. They're giving me a hard time, but I'm going to give them a hard time back. Joel Davis, and I never heard of Joel Davis. I don't even think I've seen this card either. This is definitely not an algorithm pack. Kevin Gross, he was a cheater. Brian Downing had a couple good years, good for like 20 home runs. And then on the day he was hired by George Steinbrenner, we see Lou Piniella again. Pretty awesome. Always happens. John Watson, he's a manager, but he looks like he's a fourth outfielder. It looks like what Mickey Moniak's going to look like in about 8 years. If he even makes the majors. Again, scrub. Bowman. It's the 2021 Bowman. Goal here is to survive. Jorge Soler. He's like doing nothing this year. Guess he's hurt. So I got a text from Benji. Benji, if you're watching, thank you for the text. I put Willie Adames on the training block because he's a shortstop. And in the lineup, he could replace by Wander Franco. So he said, what could work for him? And I said, I need Jesus in my life. Sanchez, that is. And he's going to come back to me with that, with his answer. I got Jesus in my life here, Benji. Right here. Jesus Sanchez, outfielder for the Marlins. Another player I have on that squad, Alex Kirilloff. I hope he's good. He's supposed to be good. I hope he continues his development. The Marlins, the Twins, just named two teams. They have some good young trim to like be excited for the future with. I just mentioned Mickey Moniak as like a funny like wisecrack. So it tells you the difference between real major league teams, 50 pounds of shit, sorry for cursing, and then there's Phillies. Another team, the Reds, Jose Garcia, young shortstop, very talented. Mets, they don't have this guy anymore, but Andres Gimenez. Trading him to Cleveland so they can get Carlos Carrasco and Francisco Lindor. That's what your farm system is supposed to do. Give you some depth in the minors, and in case there's injury in the majors, build the talent so they can contribute and trade them to get talent. I think that escapes the Phillies. Oh, we got a hit. Josh Jung, who is Carl Jung's kid, the famous philosopher, Danny Darwin's brother-in-law, numbered to 99, 28 out of 99, green. These are usually silver. Nice. Awesome. And then talent pipeline. Trevor Stephen, Armando Alvarez, and Oswald Peraza. I think I heard of Peraza. They're Yankees. You'll hear a lot about them in the future because you have the New York bias. All Yankees and Mets prospects are really built up. Greg Jeffries was like one of the only ones that lived up to that hype. Speaking of Twins prospects, Trevor Larnach. Awesome player, or he might be an awesome player. Yolbert Sanchez. He's going to be a jobber. Robert Hassel. He's having a good minor league career, which has only been about 30 games. Carson Tucker, I know nothing about, and Emerson Hancock. We know Rob's collecting Emerson Hancock autos. This is not an auto, Rob, but we could change that with a couple strokes of the pen. Let me know if we need that. He's collecting Hancock with Mendick. So Rob has a massive undertaking right there. All right, moving on, we have 2020 tops. What's UGA? University of Georgia? Good call. Obi said Hancock is from UGA. UGA, it is. University of Georgia. It said on the back of the card. Local boy then, huh? Or college? Andrelton Simmons. He was a good defensive player for the Angels. He's on the Twins now. Michael Fulmer. He was a good starting pitcher prospect. He was built up in the minors, but it never panned out. I think he's just going to be a reliever here on out. Alex Wood. He's bounced around from like the Braves, the Dodgers, the Reds. Braves, Dodgers, Reds, Dodgers. Now he's on the Giants. Ryan Zimmerman. Is he still playing? Did he retire? I don't remember. I don't think he played today, right? Josh Hader with his hair flowing. Good reliever. Didi Gregorius with a mask on. Goes on the COVID page, of course. We got Algorithm. Mike Soroka, who might come back soon, we hope. Zach Eflin, jobber. Well, he had a jobber game on Sunday. Here we go. We got a hard card. Willie McCovey, a.k.a. Stretch. He finished with 511 home runs. Doesn't say it on the back. Just congratulates me for getting this card. Now, that's all well and good, but I want to see how many home runs he hit in his career. Miguel Cabrera, All-Star, 86 top style. That's pretty sweet. Ian Anderson, same pack. We got Soroka. We got another one of their young pitching talents. I like Anderson. I like him. Here's a twin, Luis Arias. This guy can hit 300 in his sleep. Just was activated from the IL. Andy Young, David Fletcher, Jake Lamb. They're jobbers. Let's get busy on one more pack. Yeah, let's get busy on a pop-up video piece. Goal here is a pop-up manager card. This is the pop-up. We're going to look at the pop-up list. Okay. Oh, we're not. We did. I put this. I thought this was the pop-up. I fucked up. Sorry for cursing. Warren Spahn, 7, 8, and 9. Jose Canseco, pop-up. We got this a few nights ago. It's always exciting when you get a Jose Canseco card. At least for me, it is. Go to his car wash if you're in Vegas. You get to meet him, get an autograph, you get gas. And yeah, it's a high note. It is. It's a high note. And you get to get the car washed. Jeff Russell, who was traded for Canseco, he was a serviceable closer. He had to be good because he was traded for Jose. Rafael Palmeiro, him and Jose, I think both came from Cuba. They both played on the Rangers together. Mark Gubicza, local kid, Penn Charter High School. Had a couple good years. Mark, if you're watching, thank you for liking the tweet where I wrote to you Penn Charter or something. That's probably my most famous tweet. They definitely shared needles together, Raf and Canseco. And I could say that because he wrote that in his book, Juiced. Or Juiced too. But according to Jose, they did. And Jose wouldn't lie about that. His goal is to save baseball. They need him now to come out of wherever he is, to come out and save baseball from the umps. If Babe Ruth can't punch him in the face, maybe Canseco can. Galarraga again on the Expos. We got, I think he was the second card we pulled tonight, second to last. Yin Yang. Dennis Eckersley, the closer extraordinaire. Great closer, many years. He also threw a no-hitter, which is pretty amazing. Him and John Smoltz were those probably the two best starter turn closers that I've ever encountered in my life. So all in all, I think we did good tonight. We did really well. Celebrated Babe Ruth. We found some cures for baseball. If they just put that into play, I think that it'll improve. So that's all I got tonight, fellas. Thank you all for joining. You guys enjoy your evening. Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll be live. I think Friday we might have to be preempted, but we'll know more Friday. So thank you all for watching. You guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Have a good night.